16, 17, and 18, simplifying a product of a radical expression multivariate. Again, on these ones, we could try to simplify first, but if I look at my numbers aren't too awfully big. So if my numbers aren't very big, it's easier to multiply it first and then simplify. If I have really big numbers, I might want to simplify and multiply, and then I end up probably having to simplify again. But in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and multiply first. And so if I take 15 times 5, I'm going to get 75. U to the 8th times, or U to the 4th times U to the 4th is U to the 8th. X times x squared, x to the 3rd. So I've multiplied my numbers, added my exponents, and now I can go ahead and simplify this answer. 75 is not a perfect square. I'm going to factor it into 25 times 3. U to the 8th, leave that one alone because it is a perfect square, has that even exponent. X to the 3rd, I'm going to factor into x times x squared. Now I can take out my perfect squares. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of u to the 8th is u to the 4th. Square root of x squared is a plain x. And what I have left is 3x underneath. So 5u to the 4th x square root of 3x is going to be my answer. Number 17, same kind of thing. My coefficients in front of my variables aren't too big. I'm just going to go ahead and multiply first and then simplify later. So 2 times 18 is 36. X to the 4th times x is x to the 5th. U to the 8th times u to the 5th would be u to the 13th. So, simplifying that. 36 is a perfect square. I'm going to leave it alone. X to the 5th I have to factor into x times x to the 4th. U to the 13th is also odd. I'm going to factor into u and u to the 12th. So taking out my perfect squares. 36, square root of 36 is 6. X to the 4th, square root of x to the 4th is x to the 2nd. U to the 12th, square root of u to the 12th is u to the 6th. What I have left underneath is an x and a u. So 6x squared u to the 6th square root of xu is going to be my solution. Number 18 then, we want to again multiply that out. So 2 times 8 is 16. X to the 7th times x is x to the 8th. V times v to the 3rd, v to the 4th power. Now if I look at that, 16 is a perfect square, x to the 8th is a perfect square, v to the 4th is a perfect square. So I don't need to factor anything out. I'm just going to do my square roots. The square root of 16 is 4. Square root of x to the 8th is x to the 4th. Square root of v to the 4th, v squared. There's nothing left over underneath the square root. So my answer is just simply 4x to the 4th v squared.